Let's look at the past tense now. So we know how to say I am a singer, for instance, and how can you say I was a singer? So let's understand this idea, how the am becomes was, and it's actually very easy. So let's say मैं, how can you say मैं singer हूँ? Right? That's the way you'll say I am a singer. Of course, the word for singer is gayak, but we can just use English forms for now to make it easier. मैं singer हूँ, and all you do is this हूँ is replaced with the word थी, and this is for ladies. Okay, मैं singer थी means I was a singer. So I am becomes I was. Let's think about this. That's the quadrant as usual. The T is because it's feminine singular. If you're a lady, you'll say it this way. But if it's a man, can you guess what this would be? Yes, it's going to be an a ending. And so see if you can try to guess how you would say I was a singer if a man would say it. मैं singer था. मैं singer था. This means I was a singer. The same way, the plural of E is going to be E itself with a slight nasalization, but this will be the same. And then for A, the plural is going to be A here that we've already done. It's the same quadrant that you've used for your earlier conjugation of verbs. So A becomes A and E remains E here. Now let's look at plurals. The plurals is are. So we are, they are, and this also thankfully becomes were in Hindi. It's the same structure. So again, the hai becomes the thi or tha, or as we've discussed, the here. So let's look at the the form right now. So let's say you want to say we are happy. So the word for happy is khush. How can you say we are happy? Hum khush hai, with a slight nasalization here, but I would skip this part because it's confusing sometimes to pronounce it. Hum khush hai. Hum khush hai is more than enough to start. Hum khush hai. And now the past tense of this would be hum khush the. Hum khush the. That means we were happy. Very easy. All you have to look at is this quadrant over here and then replace it with tha, ti, or the. Now, what would this mean? Hum khush thi. Hum khush thi. This corresponds to this form over here, this E form over here. So that would mean it's a group of women saying it. Hum khush thi. How about this one? Aap hai. This is like an existential sentence. You are. Aap hai. What if you want to say you were? If it's a man, you would say aap the. Remember, you're going to use the for man as the way we've spoken before, and aap thi will be for women. Okay, so that's how you will say it, aap thi. And then, of course, you can ask a question, aap kahan thi? Where were you? Aap kahan hai is the present tense, and aap kahan thi is the past tense. So you've got thi, tha, the here, and let's try to make some sentences now. See if you can understand these. How about this one? Amit kaun tha. This is great practice for the past tense, for the questions as well, and of course for the past tense. Amit kaun tha. Remember, Amit is the name of a man. Concert kab thi. Concert kab thi. See if you can interpret this one. How about this one? Aap Mumbai mein the. Right? Aap Mumbai mein the. What would this mean? All right. Now let's extend this theta te. Of course, it is coming from the original present tense verb, which is who or hai. Right? These are the present tense forms up here, and this is the simple past tense that we are working on over here. Now let's look at this same structure for the present progressive tense, and that present progressive also we've done. So let's say you want to say Amit roti khata hai. Amit roti khata hai. Right? This is easy. This is the habitual, the simple present tense. But then, of course, if you say Amit roti kha raha hai, this means Amit is eating the roti, right? Amit is eating the roti. Of course, you're saying Amit is eating. And what you want to do now is this is again replaced with was. So can you guess what happens to this hai? Remember, that's the only change here. This becomes Amit roti kha raha tha. So this is how you will change it and make it Amit was eating a roti. Remember, the original that you've done is Amit is eating. He's in the process of eating it right now. And Amit was eating means he was eating it. He was eating it at some point in time when it started to rain, or at some point in time when his sister called, something like that. Amit roti kha raha tha. Okay. Now, can you guess how you can make it feminine? Let's make this feminine. How can you say this? Sita was eating the roti. So how can you say Sita roti kha rahi? This one, you know, it's the past. Remember, it's the feminine, and then thi here. right? Sita roti kha rahi thi. So this is the second usage of this very existential, very simple was or were kind of form. How about this one? Aap, what were you doing? So let's try this part first. What are you doing? So let's say it's mixed group. Aap kar rahe hai, because kar is your verb, and then you say aap kya kar rahe hai? Aap kya kar rahe hai? You are doing what? Aap kya kar rahe hai? And then how can you make this plural? Aap kya kar rahe the? There could be a nasalization here, but we'll skip that for now. It's much simpler to think about it this way at the start. Aap kya kar rahe the? And everybody will completely understand you, and you can move faster this way. Aap kya kar rahe the means what were you doing? Okay, so to summarize, was means thi or tha, and then were will mean the. Okay, obviously this is not the, this is the. Okay, so was is were, was and were are like this. Now it's time for us to interpret the Hindi. So let's see if we can understand what's going on here. Let's look at this first sentence. वो तस्वीर देख रहा था. वो तस्वीर, tasveer is painting, and dekh, you know, is to see. What would this mean? And remember, it's tha and raha. So what would be the gender of wo? How about this one? Aap yahan aa rahe the. What would this mean? Aap yahan aa rahe the. Aap, you know, and aa is to come. Yahan means here, here. Or you can even say aap aa rahe the. See if you can interpret this sentence. How about this sentence? Radha kahan thi. Radha kahan thi. Radha kahan thi. So see if you can interpret this one. And the final one is Amit here. Amit kaun tha? Amit kaun tha. So see if you can interpret it. And then, of course, if you want more sentences, you can try some more sentences and practice them in our memorizers on our website. So with that, we can wrap up this session, and let's move on to the next interesting session.